Part 1. The World Before Muhammad and His Birth. Long ago, more than 1400 years back, there was a big desert land called Arabia. The sun was very hot. The sand was yellow and golden. There were no big rivers like in other countries. Water was only in small wells and springs. People lived in tents made of goat hair or in small houses made of mud. They moved from place to place with their camels and sheep. They were called Bedouins. In the middle of this desert stood a city named Mecca. It was not big like today's cities. It had no cars, no lights, no tall buildings. But it was very important. Why? Because inside Mecca, there was a small square house called the Kaaba. People said Prophet Abraham, and his son Ismail built it long, long ago. Allah told them to build it. The Kaaba had a black stone in one corner. People believed it came from heaven. Every year, tribes from far away came to Mecca. They walked for many days with their camels. They came to pray at the Kaaba. But, sad thing, most people forgot the true God. They started praying to stones and statues. They made small idols from dates, wood, or stone. They kept hundreds of idols inside and around the Kaaba. The biggest idol was called Hubal. People thought idols could help them. They gave food to idols. They asked idols for rain, for children, for victory in war. This was called shirk, praying to others with Allah. The people of Mecca were from a tribe called Quraysh. They were strong and proud. They controlled the Kaaba. They took money from visitors. They sold water and food. Rich Quraysh men wore fine clothes from Yemen and Syria. Poor people worked hard. Slavery was common. If someone could not pay debt, he became a slave. Girls were not liked. Some fathers buried baby girls alive in sand. It was a dark time. No one cared for weak people. Tribes fought all the time. Blood revenge was normal. If one man killed another, the families fought for years. But not all people were bad. Some good people still remembered Allah. They did not pray to idols. They thought there must be only one God. One old man named Waraka bin Naufal read old books. He knew about Prophet Musa and Prophet Isa. He waited for a new prophet. Now let's talk about one special family in Quraysh. The family name was Banu Hashim. They were not the richest, but everyone respected them. The leader was a man named Abdul Muttalib. He was wise and kind. He had many sons. One son was named Abdullah. Abdullah was young, tall, and handsome. His face glowed like light. People said he is the best young man in Mecca. Abdul Muttalib wanted Abdullah to marry a good woman. He chose Amina bint Wahab. She came from a good family too. Amina was gentle, beautiful, and wise. The marriage happened with a simple party. People ate dates and drank camel milk. Everyone was happy. Soon, Amina became pregnant. But sad news came. Abdullah had to travel for trade. He went with a caravan to Syria. On the way back, he became very sick in a city called Yathrib, later called Medina. He died there. He never saw his baby. Amina cried a lot. She was now a widow. She had no husband, but she had hope in her heart for the child. The year was called the Year of the Elephant. Why? A big king from Yemen named Abraha wanted to destroy the Kaaba. He came with a huge army and many elephants. People in Mecca were scared. No one had seen elephants before. Abraha said, "I will break your Kaaba and build a big church." But Allah protected his house. Suddenly, Thousands of small birds came from the sea. They were called ababil. Each bird carried 3 small stones, 1 in beak, 2 in claws. The stones were hot like fire. The birds dropped the stones on Abraha's army. The soldiers burned an elephants. Abraha ran away and died. This big event happened in the same year the prophet was going to be born. Allah showed his power. Amina felt the baby move inside her. She dreamed beautiful dreams. One night, she saw a light coming out of her. The light was so bright it reached Syria. She heard a voice, "You carry the best of all people." The special day came. It was Monday, 12th Rabi-ul-Awwal. Some say it was April 20th, 570 CE. The weather was cool in the morning. Amina was in her small house. She gave birth to a baby boy. The room filled with light. The baby did not cry loud like others. He was calm. His eyes were black and shiny. His hair was soft. Amina named him Muhammad. The name means the one who is praised. Muttalib, the grandfather, was very happy. He took the baby in his arms. He went to the Kaaba. He thanked Allah. He said, "O Allah, I name him Muhammad. Make him a blessing for all people." He made a small party. He killed a sheep and fed poor people. In Arab custom, city babies did not stay with mothers. They went to the desert to live with a Bedouin family. Why? Desert air was clean. Milk of desert goats was pure. Children grew strong and learned pure Arabic. Abdul looked for a good nurse. A kind woman named Halima Saadia came from Banu Hashim tribe. She was poor. Her own baby was small. She took Muhammad to her village in the desert. Halima's life changed. Before Muhammad came, her goats gave little milk. Her donkey was slow. After Muhammad came, everything became blessed. The goats gave lots of milk. The donkey ran fast. Crops grew green. Halima's own son grew healthy. She loved Muhammad more than her own children. Muhammad smiled a lot. He played with lambs. He helped small jobs. He never lied. He never fought. Everyone in the tribe loved Muhammad. When Muhammad was 2 years old, Halima brought him back to Amina for a visit. Amina missed her son, but Halima said, "Let him stay with me more. There is a sickness in Mecca." Amina agreed. Muhammad stayed in the desert till he was 5. One day, something strange happened. Muhammad was playing with Halima's son. 2 angels came in white clothes. They looked like men, but shone bright. They made Muhammad lie down gently. They opened his chest without pain. They took out a small black drop from his heart. They washed his heart with pure snow water in a golden bowl. Then they closed the chest. Muhammad felt light and happy. The angel said, "This boy will be the greatest man." Halima was scared, but she knew Allah was protecting him. She took him back to Mecca when he was 6. Amina was waiting. She hugged her son. But soon, sad news again. Amina became sick on a trip to Yathrib. She died there. She was buried in a place called Abwa. Muhammad was only 6. He cried quietly. Now he had no father, no mother. He was an orphan. Muttalib took him home. The old man loved his grandson very much. He let Muhammad sit on his special mat in the Kaaba's shade. No one else could sit there. He said, "This boy will be very special." Muhammad helped his grandfather. He brought water. He listened to stories of old prophets. But when Muhammad was 8, Muttalib also became old and sick. Before dying, he called his son Abu Talib. He said, "Take care of Muhammad like your own son." Abu Talib was kind. He had little money, but he loved Muhammad. He took him to his house. Muhammad now lived with Uncle Abu Talib and cousin Ali, who was a small baby. This was the beginning of Muhammad's life. He was born in a dark time, but light was coming. He was an orphan, but Allah was his protector. He grew up simple and honest. People started calling him El Amin, the trustworthy. This is only the first part of his story. The next parts will tell how he became the prophet, how he got the Quran, how he taught the world to pray to one God.